Hello everyone, this is Brian Kaiser Tillman with a September plan with me, here with my black book, sketchbook that I started and that I'm trying to do and create a planner. The first thing I want to do is actually just look back at August because I see a lot of people doing that, so I figured why not. But I got started with my get to work drawing, then I move on to the rest of 2017. Since this was the beginning of my planning journey, I had to get the rest of 2017. I haven't written anything in my notes, but I am definitely going to get back to that to try and make sure I get something for that. And this is my 2017 goals list. I have marked a couple things off, but I still got a ways to go. Not that much time left in this year, but I'm hoping to get through all of that. My August look at a month in a glance, and as you can see, not a lot that I've put there, but hopefully that'll change in September. The one thing that has really been beneficial to me is this day-to-day tracker. It has really been able to show me exactly what I've been doing and what I haven't been doing, and it allows me to actually see what I need to improve on, which has been super helpful for me, and I'm so glad that I picked that up, and that is definitely something I'm going to be continuing. Lastly, we did my dailies page, so I saw a lot of people doing mood trackers, so I thought I'd do like a mood drawing, because as an artist, I like to do things visually. And as you can see, I did do one for every day, unlike with my plan with me in August where I didn't show you guys because I figured it would be a little redundant. But here you can at least see that I did do one every day, and I am definitely keeping this up. I have a to-do list. I think that my hourly is a little bit much because I have it broken down in half hours, but as you can see, we still got 2 days left on this one, so I will be finishing that up as we finish this up. So by the time this is posted, I will have actually finished those. And so hopefully when we go through the end of September, you'll be able to see that. So what I plan on doing for September is to do quotes instead of doing drawings. I see a lot of people doing drawings for their planners. And while I plan on doing that, I thought that this one would be great to have some motivational quotes and sayings and phrases and stuff like that, just to go ahead and get me in the right frame of mind so that I can actually really work, because I plan on doing a lot more work. I plan on really using that tracker and getting a lot of work done. So the first thing that I want to do is my monthly page for September. So every time I open it up for September, I know this is what my motto is going to be for this month. And so it's a saying that I picked up from the Hamilton soundtrack, but it was actually from the remix of the Hamilton soundtrack, and it was the first official song, and one of the rappers there said that he had to hustle hella hard, and for some reason that just resonated with me, and I've been living by that ever since I've heard it. So I really wanted to make sure that since I am doing quotes, that was going to be the very first one that I did. And the weird thing about this is the fact that I'm doing fonts, and I am by no means someone who knows how to do fonts well. So this took a very long time. I think that if I stuck with just drawing, it would have went a lot faster. But because I want to do quotes, because I think that it is important to get yourself motivated every day and really work towards something that will make you do work. And for me, it was definitely going to be these kind of quotes, and I wanted to make sure that they had a different kind of font so that it really stuck out and I knew what I was doing. And so I also went ahead and started doing some color pencils, because when I was doing the markers, it really bled through to the other side. So I wanted to see how color pencils are going to work. Now, the only ones that I actually had was the watercolor color pencils, and after closing the book, I know for a fact that it bled onto the other side. So that's not something that's necessarily something that I want to do from here on out, but it was nice to make sure that I had some color and it didn't bleed through, so that was kind of important to me. But I can tell you that if you can find some regular color pencils that have a hard grit to it, that will probably be the best, because then it doesn't leave as much of the color to where it can transfer itself over to the other side. So I did use Faber-Castell. They are definitely my favorite color pencil. They are the best. They are a bit expensive, but if you're looking for high quality color pencils, it's definitely a company that I would recommend. So, like I said, if you're looking for color pencils that are high quality, definitely get some of these. And not to mention, these are watercolor. So if I wanted to put some water on it, I can make it look like a watercolor. So now that that is finally done, have to get ready for the monthly spread. And like I said, I've seen people, they are able to just knock this out, go straight to pen. And that is so awe-inspiring to me, to see someone who just knows what they're doing and they can just make it happen. But I was not that person. So I'm sorry that you have to see me go through everything a couple times, but it is me, just laying it out to try and make sure that it looks right and adds up, because I'll make a mistake real quick and then I'll have 41 days instead of 30 or 31. So I just wanted to make sure that I lined everything up, got everything in, and I have a full month to plan for. Now, I know I've seen a lot of people who are just right out the bat, they know exactly what they're going to do. They have all their plans ready to go. And I really don't yet. So in the review for next month, when we do October's plan with me, you'll see that I've actually put a lot more stuff in there. And that way, hopefully it'll look like I'm actually using this like I should be. And one thing that I've done for this month's plan with me is that I've used a type of color to unify the whole thing. It was in one of the pens I have, and so I've just went ahead and used that. And I will be using that same color as we go throughout this month and the plan with me. So next what I'm doing is I'm doing a weekly spread. I've never done this before. I've only did one, so I can't really say that I've never done these before, but this is going to be the first time I've actually done it. And I'm splitting it up more so that I just have a space to where I can say, these are the things that I want to get accomplished this week, and hopefully they'll come together. I'm going to use that pen again so that we have that color, but smack in the middle. So I considered this month as having 4 weeks, because even though it has those 2 extra days at the very beginning, I just lumped those 2 days in the first week, and I wanted to go ahead and put a quote in. So as I said, I'm really trying to get quotes to inspire me to continue to use this and move forward and just keep working. The main reason why I got into using these planners is to just do that. So I'm really hoping that these quotes will help me do that. And this one was important to me because it's all about excuses. And I think that this quote really does sum up everything that I want to make sure that I can conquer with this planner. And the quote is, excuses don't get results. And so I think by putting that in the weekly, which is saying this is what I want to get done, is going to be very helpful to me. So there's my next quote for there. And then we're just moving right along. And excuse me, I want to put together an inspiration page. And what I plan on doing with the inspiration page is just when I find someone on the internet or I meet someone who just inspires me artistically, business-wise, mentally, anything, I want to make sure I catalog that. So to start off, I want to start with just 6 spaces because I don't want to overdo it and hope to find way too many inspiring people. But the idea is to put their name there, their website, and then any information that I have about them, like why do I find them inspiring? How do they inspire me? Or what have they done to help me? And so this way it'll stay cataloged and I won't just forget them and say, oh man, I remember that guy. That was really cool, but I can't remember the name. So, oh well, there was this guy once, or there was this woman once who helped me. And this way I can at least keep track of it. So hopefully that's going to be something that's really important later on. Now, next, what I'm trying to do is my wife does planning, but she does planning with all the stickers, and which I think is really cool. And I would love to get into that. It's just, I didn't know where to start. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and try and do some thumbnails so that I can actually thumbnail out some stickers. So nothing fancy on this one, just a quick layout for thumbnails so that I can actually come up with some ideas for some stickers maybe that I would like using, and that way I could actually use it in here, because after doing these kind of things, I know why people use stickers, because it's a lot easier to just go, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use a sticker that says what I want it to versus I'm going to draw this whole thing out. But that's what that page was. It's just thumbnails, so hopefully get some sticker ideas, which I'll be able to show you next month for sure. Now, what I'm trying to do here as we get closer to the holiday season is I need to have a purchase goals tracker. So I'm going to be putting in what I really want to buy and hopefully mark up just how far along I am so I can see. And then if I haven't fulfilled those goals, I can actually carry it on and say, hey, I only got 50% of this, but I plan on finishing up this month or next month or whatever the case may be. And as you can see, I'm continuing with that color because I want to have a unified color look at least with this month's pages. And I'm hoping that that purchase goals thing is going to help me plan a little bit better with my money. So the next thing I did, as I said, the tracker was the one thing that I really got a huge benefit from. And I wanted to go ahead and do this one again. I was like, I know for a fact I'm going to have a tracker in this. So let's go ahead and make it a 2-page spread, which may have been a little bit overzealous. After I finished it, I started realizing, man, that's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do every single day. But I'm really hoping that with this tracker, and even though it is 2 pages of things that I want to get accomplished every single day, and maybe it won't be every single day as far as some of the things go, but if I have it in there and I can start seeing, oh my goodness, look, I'm falling short on making connections or networking with people, I can do that. Let me do that today. Let me do it tomorrow. Let me make up for it. But with this, I want to be able to track if I posted on YouTube, if I posted on Twitter, if I had my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, did I have water? So I'm trying to combine a whole bunch of things, so personal as well as business, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping track of it. And this is by far, for me, has been the best way to do it. So I went ahead and used 2 pages. And as I started writing in all of the categories that I wanted to do, I fell a little short. So I only got so far, which you will see here. But I can guarantee you that after I stopped filming, I was able to actually figure out what I wanted to do. So I was able to fill in the rest. So all 2 pages are definitely full, and we will be tracking that throughout the month, which I will be able to show you later. And just like last time, I did a little drawing in the corners, but this time I wanted to do a little quote with the drawing and put 2 eyes up on the top saying all eyes on me. So I can know that no matter what, people are still looking, and to not just fall short, because it's real easy to just go by the wayside and then go, it's not that bad. Nobody's paying attention. But I know that that's not true, especially as a teacher and a father, that people are watching. So I'm going to make sure that they know, or that I know, that someone's watching. Now, the last thing that I did here is my daily tracker. And just like last month, I don't plan on doing all 31 of them, because that's just going to be very redundant. So I just don't want to do the entire month. So just know that I'm going to continue this for the rest of the month. I'm going to put all this in here. I have my hourly tracker, which I'm doing. And this time it's only by hours, but it is the entire day, which gave me a little bit more space. And I made my mood circle a little bit bigger. And this time I actually gave it a word bubble so that I could actually tell people why that mood was happening. And I think that will be a nice little add-on so that I don't just have a angry face and there's no explanation why. There, in the hourly, I actually added a checkbox so that I didn't have to keep highlighting it. It's just, yes, I did that. So there's a highlight, a to-do. There's going to be a to-do box. And then the date. I made the box for the date really big. So as we all know, it's live and learn as I move forward to try and get everything that I really wanted out of this planner and getting something that's consistent. But I think that box is a little bit too big. But the other box where I normally would just scribble to-dos or where my mood box was, I was able to put in another quote. And this time it's hustle until your haters are asking if you're hiring, which is, I think, a really good quote that I found online. And that's just something that we should always do. Keep hustling, because eventually someone's going to ask you if you're hiring. So let's just quickly go through the entire book so you can see, once again, what I'm going to be doing for the month of September. Here is my main page done in Faber-Castell color pencils. Hustle hella hard is definitely a mantra I'm going to be going with. I'm going to be filling in my September month at a glance, my weekly with the excuses don't get results, so keep pushing inspiration page, because that's going to really help me along. And I think that if you have an inspiration, you should definitely catalog it. Thumbnails for some sticker ideas so that maybe I can do some stickers, purchase goals, because it's really easy to say you want something but if you never put money towards it and find out how far you are, you'll never get it. Daily tracker, which is probably going to be the most used out of this whole thing because it really helped me last month and it's going to help me this month. And then finally, my daily page, which I'll continue to do from here on out. And so I just wanted to say thank you very much for sticking with me throughout the planning stage and the creation of this journal. And I hope that you guys will follow me for next month so that we can keep going through this journey of trying to find the perfect journal for me. And I hope that this might inspire you to start doing your own so that you can start planning and organizing some of your life and your productivity so you can get more done in the day. Or, hopefully you'll have something to already show me. You're already doing it, and maybe you'll be able to show me. Put a link in the comments and let me see some of your videos so that I can get inspired to do something else. Once again, thank you so much for following me and watching this video. I hope you like it, and I will see you at next month's Plan With Me.